Hello, everyone. This is Nicole Whitlock with the Ecom Seller Summit. And today I have with me the awesome, the amazing Miss Dale Shawn Hayes. Hi.
Hello.
And I am so glad that she is with us. So I have been following Dale indirectly for about the last couple of years. We both know the same person, Miss Keisha Bass. And I have been watching her talk about personal finances, business finances, and just getting your finances in order. And I just figured with everything that's happening with COVID-19, with the state of the economy, some people getting stimulus checks and figuring out what they're going to do with it. I figured this is a great time to talk about two important things. One, to talk about your personal finances, another to talk about your business finances. So Dale is here to share with us, and I don't know, can I call you Dale? Do I need to call you Dale Shawn Hayes?
My first name is Del Shawn, so if you ever you remember.
Dale Shawn. Okay. So I am just excited for her to share her wisdom, her knowledge, her information with everyone. So what I want to encourage you guys to do, the first thing is definitely share this out. If you're looking at it from our fan page, share it out to everyone because someone somewhere needs some advice, some guidance, some direction on their personal finances somewhere out there in the universe. Second, get a notepad and a pencil. So I have a notepad and I have a pencil or a pen, whatever works for you. So you can take some notes. Now, of course, I got kids' composition notebooks over here. So we're going to use our composition notebooks and take this opportunity to really think about your finances because I think this is going to be a great discussion. So thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and talk to our group of e-commerce sellers, and whether they're newbies or experienced, I think everybody should take a look at their finances. So you have the floor.
Absolutely. So again, thank you for reaching out to me. I don't take it for granted of all the financial man that I'm connected to, advisors, coaches. I mean, they're amazing. So I don't take it for granted. And so you guys, I'm not going to waste your time. I don't have to be long to give it to you strong, but I am going to give you 5 best strategies that you can do right now that when you walk away from this time together that you can go ahead and put it into action, because I love action takers, because money, look, is time, and time is money. And so let's go ahead for a little bit background behind me. I am Del Shawn Hayes, a personal financial coach. I'm a certified financial education instructor. I'm an author. I'm a fast speaker. So make sure y'all take notes. And I just love personal finances because we all have our story why we got in this industry. And so I wanted to say that I was broke, busted, and disgusted, right? And so you can dress up a financial mess. I look good, but I owe everybody and their mama. And so when I began to dig myself out of debt, I began to share with others. And then I realized, hey, I can monetize it. And so one of the things that we're going to share about monetizing your skill set and what you know. And so I began to share my story. And so I have, 5 easy steps to take control of your money one step at a time out. I have this to debt courses. I have all this stuff. But the thing I want you to know is that personal finances is just that, it's personal. Your finances don't look like my finances. Your finances don't look like Nicole's finances. And so when you understand and stay in your own financial lane, right, that it becomes easier to attain the goals that you have set. And so before we get started, the first thing that I want you to do, this is not even number 1, is to give you some financial grace. All right. We have to give ourselves some financial grace, whether you made some bad money management decisions. Maybe you bought love. You was just trying to look good for the Joneses. I say all this time, my last name is Hayes, but I try to live like the Joneses. So begin to give yourself financial grace, because a lot of times what I see a lot of people like, well, I used to be good with money. My credit score used to be 800. I used to have, thousands of dollars in a bank account. But when you don't give yourself financial grace, you're going to be stuck and you're not going to take action, right? So you got to you know what? It happened. I had it. And if you had it back then, you can get it today. So give yourself some financial grace and release yourself. I want everybody to put their hand on their shoulder. I release that. Look, I release that because we all have made some money mistakes. So that was before number 1. So the first step or strategies that you need to begin to give a clear financial vision. You have to have a clear financial vision. And so where we are today, April the 29th, 2020, you're going to say, okay, this is where I'm at now. And really get a clear vision where you want to go in the next 30, 60, 90, or a year, 5 years out. It doesn't matter. Your household should have a vision. What do you want your household to be financially? So you have to have a vision, because we say in the word, right? Because hey, I'm a church girl, so it might goes in there, right? It says, hey, but the people don't have any vision, they perish, right? And so that's just like your finances. If you don't have a vision for your finances, it's gonna perish. It's gonna what? It's gonna slowly decrease, and you have nothing there. So get a clear financial vision for your finances. Where do you want your finances to be? Again, personal finances is just that, is personal. So if you're good with $5,000 in the bank, hey, celebrate that. But if you're good with 10,000, don't try to compare, because a lot of times what I see people do is that they get distracted. Instead of being motivated by Nicole and where she's at, we get distracted and then we give up. So have a clear vision on your finances, where you want your household to be. Also, when you have a vision, you have to have a mission statement as well. A clear mission. What are you going to do every single day to make sure that you attain that vision? And so if we have a vision that we want, I'm just going to throw 5,000. I don't know what 5,000 is out there, but 5,000 out there. What is the mission every day to attain that 5,000, and break it down? What can I do today to achieve that? That's number one. Get a clear financial vision, and then have a statement, a mission statement behind that as well. Number two, you got to create or generate and then direct your finances. Okay, I'm telling you, this is a time where we're sitting here that we can monetize our skill set, but we have to learn how to create and generate income, right? Sometimes it's not a budget problem, it's an income problem. So we have to learn how to create and generate and then direct, meaning that you have to give your dollars an assignment. Money without assignment will get spent on the wrong thing. Trust me, I know. I'm looking through the closet where I got 10,000 pairs of black shoes, right? And I can only wear one at a time. I know that's extreme, but it's reality, right? So when you create and you generate income, let's look at it like this. Make sure that you create and generate income that you can achieve. A lot of times we're sitting here, you need to create and generate, and you're not passionate about it. You're not passionate about it. Somebody says,
note, y'all. Go ahead.
Somebody say, well, you could sell I'm just throwing this out there. You could go make t-shirts, but if you're not passionate about being creative and designing t-shirt, it's not going to be successful. So when we start learning how to create and generate, then direct, I'm telling you, this is a great time. A lot of people are COVID-19, they're in the house, right? So this is a great time to start an online business. But when you start this online business, people tell you to make sure that you start an online business that you're passionate about, that resonate with you. Not just because somebody told me, hey, get on this is what you need to do. Because if it's not in your circle, it's not going to last, and you're going to give up. And then you're going to say, Nicole, it doesn't work. You told me to invest in this and it doesn't work because it didn't line up what you believe that you could do. Right? Number two is we got to create. And a lot of times we're like, oh my goodness, I made enough. There's never enough. I mean, you can never have enough money, because as long as we have vision, dreams, and goals, those are attached to dollars. So a lot of people say, I'm going to throw this out there. And I think we had a conversation the other day, is because I'm also a Dave Ramsey. I did his master coaching, and we say a base $1,000. No, I got $1,000 and I stopped. No, it takes one person to hit you with no insurance, and you have to replace a new car. You can't get a car nowadays for $1,000. And so you got to continue to build the bank, continue to create, generate, and then direct, because this is the last part that we miss, is that we create, we generate, and then we don't direct it. We don't tell it what to do. We don't have a plan for our money. So I made this on the side hustle, and then what? I don't have any money. It's gone.
It's all gone. It's like the sand. It's all gone. It's like somebody trying to hold. It's like, why is all the money coming in? You got to give. I agree with her 1000%. Every dollar has to have an assignment. You follow Dave Ramsey, you will know that. So if you do not have an assignment for the dollar will walk out the door. So if you say, I got to set this much for the electric bill, this much for the gas, this much for groceries, this much for, you need to, so that's basically a budget, but you do need to have a plan for what you're going to do with that money, and then have a plan for building that savings up. But anyway, go ahead. I'm listening, girl.
All right. And so again, there's so many ways to create and generate money. We're online. My thing is that we have to make sure that we monetize our skill set. We all know something. We all know something. And when my clients come to me, it's like, oh, Delshawn, I'm not good at anything. And I say, what is that one thing that people always ask you to do? Monetize it. You know, if you make the best 7-layer salad, monetize it. People are like meal planning, things like that. So look at ways that you can create and generate income that is line up with you and that you really are passionate about, and then direct your dollars. And it goes to number 3. We're number 3. Somebody say number 3.
Number
And
3, girl.
And you touched on this. I love Bud, aka budget. I love me some Bud. I budget. I'm telling you, I can say it over and over and over. And what that is, your budget is the foundation to your dreams, vision, and goals. It is the foundation. No matter what you do in this world, they're going to say, do you have a budget? If your school has a budget, the city, state, and government budget has a budget, why don't you have a budget for your household? It must be important. Your church have a budget. It must be it must be important. So why don't we have a budget? And I'm telling you, it goes back to number 1. When you're clear on your vision for your finances, it takes the discipline in creating and sticking to a budget. Yeah. If you're clear on your vision and you say you want XYZ, when it's time to budget, you're like, you know what, I could do that. Because I know where I'm heading in the future. But you have to have a budget. It doesn't have to be cookie cutter. Your budget is so many benefits. You can spend the light bill. I mean, you can spend without spending the light bill.
Yeah.
You just got to insert that line item. Maybe you can't do it as often, but you can do it. A budget is so important, especially when we are looking to really build our savings, our emergency fund, that we would like to say no more emergency fund. We call it opportunity. So when a bill or something happens, we have the opportunity to go ahead and pay it. A budget helps you to pay off those debt monkeys. Debt monkeys, the car payment, the credit cards, anybody that you owe, those are debt monkeys. And so when you look at budgeting, you should get excited. I get excited at a budget date night. I get dressed up. And so you should be doing your budget right now, because the first is Friday. You should at least do it 7 to 10 days prior to the upcoming month, because this is your planning period. What is really necessary in your budget? And so this is the time that we need to go back. We need to scale back and look at, okay, what is not working? What do we need to pull out? And then replace it with something new. A lot of times when I look at budgets, the first thing I say, do you have life insurance? No. But you got Hula. You got Hula. You got the Apple Music. You see where I'm going with this? You got doggy daycare. You have all of these things. And I'm not saying that they're not important, but I'm saying keep the main thing, making sure that when we're able to put in the right thing and take out the things that's not helping us move towards our financial goals or our financial vision. And so a budget is so important. I'm telling you, when we roll over to Friday, when we talk about business.
Yeah.
Because what you do in your personal finances, it rolls over to your business finances.
Yes, it does.
Being disciplined in your personal finances as far as creating a budget and necessary expenses, when it's time to do business, and we go in business to make sure that we provide for our household, right?
That's right.
So you got to have a budget. All right. Hey, you guys, if this is resonating with you, hey, I don't know, I can't see the comments, but definitely.
You're like right now, I think on 8 fan pages, maybe, and you're in like, I don't know, 6, 7 different Facebook groups. So I'm sure that you're on all these threads and you're going, where are all the comments? But yeah, definitely like the ones we're connected to, the fan pages we're connected to automatically. You can put a drop a comment in there because she has like as soon as we go through this list of these five, I'm gonna be piggybacking on what she just said.
All right.
I'm
And
over here making notes.
and then number four, you got to have accountability. A lot of times we say, "Oh, we got okay." Uncle Google is is not it's not a good accountability partner, right? You might go there for resources, YouTube. You might go there for resources and get information, but they're not going to hold you accountable. You have to have accountability person, be an accountability group, have a mastermind group, and this is why Nicole is just awesome in what she do because she's giving you the opportunity to be around like-minded people going in the same direction as you are. You got to be around a lot of people. I know when I started getting out of debt and I said, oh man, I'm going to get an 800 credit score. A lot of people's like, you can't get an 800 credit score. I said, the devil is a lie. The God I serve.
Yeah.
Right. But I had to kill those noise. And so you might be the only person in your family trying to get your finances. And sometimes we can't share. Go back to number one, that vision. You can't share your vision with everybody. You can't share your financial goals with everybody. You got to go ahead and do the work and then come back and tell them, here's evidence that it works. I'm the product of my product. And so you have to be around like-minded people. So when you fall off that budget, because we all do, right? There's sometimes I'm like, oh, I have to Delson, come on, practice what you preach. Come on back on here. You don't overspend something. But you need somebody to be around. They're gonna uplift you, encourage you. Okay, you got a 300 credit score. I tell them the only way is up now.
Yeah.
Okay, where are you at right now? You're not always going to be. Right now, we're this pandemic, and a lot of people are losing their jobs and everything. Is just saying, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not going to always be in this situation. I'm going to take this opportunity to learn what I've done wrong, put in some strategies like I'm mentioning today, and really saying, you know what, going forward, that's all right. It's all right. Life happens. Things happen, things that we can't control. But this is why we need to be around accountability people like, you know what, I'm in the same boat. That's all right. We're going to do it together. Because do it better than one. We're going to walk together on this thing, right? We're going to walk together. And that's why you need a mastermind group, accountability group to really encourage you to hold you accountable and say, Nicole, I thought you said you were saving for XYZ. Why you out? Why you at Starbucks? Why you at Walmart at 2:00 in the morning? You ain't think I saw you, right?
There you go.
What you buy on Amazon Prime? Look, let me see your cart. So that's why you need accountability person in a group to help you stay focused. And number 5 is, you have to speak life over your finances. That's number 5. You got to speak life over your finances. No more say I'm broke. Maybe say I might be living in lack or my bank account is low, but you're not broke. We have to speak life over our finances. We got to pray over our finances. Another book that I have, Saints and Sense. What did God say about your finances? He said, I will be the lender, not the borrower. He said, I'll be the head and not the tail. And so I'm telling you, when I started this journey, I opened that book and said, Romans 13:8 said, I'm not supposed to owe anybody but love. And I stuck him at his word, Romans 13:8. And I start praying over my finances. Lord, help me be a good steward. Lord God, watch my tongue. That you know what? I might not have the dollar amount that I want, but I do have something.
Yes.
And you got to speak life over there.
Yes, you do.
Said, I wish. No more wish. It's already done.
In the name of Jesus.
Now I got to see it in my bank account. It's already done. I'm just waiting for the manifestation in my bank account. It's already done. So you guys going forward, speak life over your finances, over your situation. No more said, I wish I was good enough or I wish I had. No, you are good enough. You do have it. It's coming. Right. You just got to be faithful and be a good steward of what you have, because God is a good God. Because if you can't be faithful over $50, how you going? He gonna bless you with $500, and if you can't be faithful over $500, how he's gonna bless you with $5,000? If you can't be faithful with $5,000, how he's gonna bless you with $50,000? You guys, we got to speak life. We got to be intentional My group is called the Money Controllers, meaning that we spend with intention and we save on purpose. It's not that we spend with intention. So that means if I'm buying this, I'm intentional about it because I know I'm going to get a ROI on it.
Hello.
Those are my
Hello.
five.
Girl.
I
So let me
don't know that.
girl, that's all right. We can go to church. We can go to church. So let me
I
just tell you
don't
this.
know
We can go to church all day long, all day long. What I tell me and my business partner, we always say that, if there's a situation with finances, or if there's a situation just in general in life, that we are just visiting, we are just passing through. This is only a season. And so what is right now with COVID-19 is a season.
Come
It will
on.
pass. We are only visiting, and it's going to pass through. So you just need to remember, this is not your home where everything feels weird, uncomfortable, strange, different. I can't process it. I'm anxious. I'm frustrated. I'm angry. I'm whatever. This is just temporary. It is just a season, and you are just passing through.
Hmm.
You
And
on
then tell
your
the
way
story how you
home.
made it over. Look, and then tell the story how you made it over.
See. So you can't stay if your personal finances were impacted and you lost your job. We are praying for you, but there are so many
Absolutely.
solutions. We have videos inside this group. We did a session just with Amy about 2 weeks ago about how you can monetize your gifts, your knowledge, your experience, and turn that into cash for you, because doing things online, this is not, now that part of where we are right now is not temporary. You're going to find more and more companies offering employees the opportunity to telecommute even after this is over.
Mhm.
More opportunities of people being able to do things from home. So if this was a goal, a vision for you, then this is your opportunity to step into that greatness and go and explore the things. Some people get a job because they need to be able to pay the light bill and the water bill, keep the lights on and keep water coming out the faucet. We get that. But if you have a gift, you had a dream, you have a mission. If you are a person that loves creating music or loves playing the piano, my kids, they're taking piano lessons online. So go and use your gift,
Mm.
your passion is, go use that to make some money. If you are a person that you're really good, like there's a bunch of people that have loved doing crafts, evidently, or sewing and all of that. And those people have just come out of the woodwork.
Mm.
Before they probably checked into a 9 to 5. They could have been a toll worker, or they could have been a mechanic, and now they in here sewing. Because again, they had a passion for it, they had the knowledge, they had the skill. They're using their gifts to make money. There's a lady here in the Dallas Fort Worth, she's actually in Fort Worth, where she had a cake shop. And what she did was she made the national news. She started selling cakes that looked like toilet paper, and people bought them for all kinds of stuff. So people were buying these cakes that she had designed. They're buying them from all over the world, because birthdays are still happening, graduations are still happening, babies are still being born. And so things are still happening in this world, and people want to celebrate. And so they are celebrating with her cakes. They are shipping everywhere. And it is a quarantine cake, and it's a roll of toilet paper. And the creativity that is spurred from what is happening right now, people, you just need to step into your greatness. We can wallow and we can be frustrated and we allow our anxiety to overcome us. Because I have a child who has anxiety, and I get that there's stress and there's anxiety and there's depression. But I want you to also think about the gifts and the abilities and the knowledge that you have. You know how to do something, make something, create something, help someone. You have gifts.
Yeah, right.
How you can use your gifts to bless yourself, keep lights on and keep water coming out of your faucet,
Right.
and to bless somebody else.
Mhm.
And more businesses will be online or continue to
Mhm.
be online. More jobs will be online or continue to come online. And so the way you used to do your job and how you do your job after COVID-19 is going to evolve. So you need to roll with the wave
Mhm.
and adjust to the new world. The other thing I was going to say is, you said speak life. When you were talking about speaking life, we were talking about money. and budget. What I have been teaching my boys, I've been teaching them for a while because I have two special needs kids. So it takes them a little bit longer to grasp concepts. And so it is so funny to hear my child say words when we're at the store that I have said to him. So I've explained to him the difference between need, want, and a dream.
Mm.
Need is I need shelter. I need clothes on my behind because people do not want me walking around naked. I need food. I need water. Those are things that I need.
Mhm.
Want? Hulu is a nice thing to have. It's a want. Okay. It is not a need. It's not a need. Getting an iPhone is a nice thing to have. It is not a need. It is a want. If you get a phone that works because you need to be able to communicate with the rest of the world,
Right.
but an iPhone is a want. Okay.
It is.
But we're just gonna keep it 100. So whenever we go to the store, when we used to go to the store on a regular basis, or I order things online, my son, I ask him, I said, is this a need? Is this a want, or is it a dream? Because the dream is buying a Lamborghini. Okay. So we want to be clear that everybody understands the difference between a need. What do you need to survive in this world? Do you want, which is a little bit of an upgrade, but it's not luxury. And a dream is luxury stuff. Like you don't need a mansion. You might want a mansion, but you don't need a mansion.
You just need shelter.
You just need shelter. So I teach my kids that when it comes to when we are at the store and I say to him, what's on the grocery list? And he starts picking up stuff and wanting to put it in the cart. I'm like, what was on the grocery list? Because see, we have a budget and we know what our meal plan is for the month. And if for some reason you put some extra, what's going to happen to the budget? It's going to blow up. It's going to get fat.
Mm-hmm.
We get to the cash register. If we walk up to the cash register with $100 and you put something in the cart that's 105, what's the first thing that's going to get sacrificed? I have these conversations. I'm so glad I got to talk to because I love talking about finances. I'm a Dave Ramsey. I was a table coach as well. And I also used to follow Larry Burkett. She and I had this whole, me and Sean had this conversation about this because Larry Burkett is not here anymore. But way back in, I want to say it was like 2007, it was Crown Financial Ministries. It's now changed its name, but at the time it was Crown Financial Ministries. And so I followed them for years. And so managing the finances is so important. And that was one of the things on my early journey. I had to figure out the money side of this in order to get my kids therapy because for me, therapy was always in the need category. It was never in the want category. It was in the need because I knew that if I died tomorrow, if I had not done all that I could do to help my kids be able to survive and thrive in this world without me, then they were going to suffer greatly because I could not have gotten them therapy. So I got creative and I did a bunch of things. I raised money and so on. My hustle was strong. It's still strong. So, but we all have to use our gifts to do the things that are going to help us today, help us a month from now, help us 6 months from now, help us a year from now. You have to think beyond where you are right now financially. Right. What can you be doing now to make money or to manifest money or to create money that you may be receiving in the next month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, and going forward for an extended period of time? What difference do you need to make in your budget? Or do you even have a budget? Have you even thought about it? What are you doing with your stimulus check? Is it already gone? Is it gone because you needed to pay the lights and the water? Or is it gone because you wanted that Nintendo or whatever?
Right. And this is a great time. What you're saying is just take pen to paper. I'm a pen to paper. I told you that the other day. I said I'm a pen to paper and write down all the things that you know. Write it down. It might be 9 pages with things that you know. Things that you know.
Because you know a lot. You just don't give yourselves credit. There's a lot of stuff that you know. Somewhere somebody hadn't cooked a meal ever. And they're trying to figure out how to just turn on the stove and boil some
rice.
or something, or cook toast. Somebody
Right.
cook toast, okay?
Mhm.
Where somebody is looking for something that you know how to do. They need help. And you might be the person to help them.
You are somebody's answered prayer. I want y'all to write that on a piece of paper and I want y'all to tape it on your mirror and say, I am somebody's answered prayer. It just dropped in my spirit. I am somebody's answered prayer. And so that goes back to all the things that you want. I am somebody's answered prayer. Somebody was praying for Nicole to go live with this.
Yeah, somebody probably was. This guy put it heavy on my heart. He told me to reach out. Reach out. I was messaging her. I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. Because I think this is that time where people feel like they've lost hope, and we want you to know it is possible to do the things you need to do. So Delshawn's list was vision. You have to have a vision for your money, for your finances, for your situation. Just have a vision for your family. Think beyond COVID-19 and put together what's your vision for your financial future. Mm-hmm. Really think about it. Like, really, where do you want to go with it? Because in essence, for some people, a grenade was dropped in the middle of their game plan, completely blew it up. And so now you have to put all the Legos back together. But the great thing about this sometimes is that you get to put them together the way you want to put them together.
Come on now.
The way you put them together because you had to. Now, the opportunity, you have to look at things as this is potentially an opportunity. Somebody came in and crushed all my Legos, and I got to completely rebuild my life. You can rebuild it the way you want to because the rules are different. For the longest time, people thought they had to clock into a 9 to 5. I have been home since 2008, y'all. Okay? Since 2008. You don't have to clock into a 9 to 5. You can get creative and do things that you're passionate about. Sometimes you still have to do stuff you don't like doing, but it still keeps the lights on and keeps water coming out the faucet. So vision, vision, vision. Think about your vision and really just go outside of the box of the norm of what you think you have to do, right, versus what you could potentially really do. And what would bring your spirit joy, your family joy, because a lot of people are getting to spend time with their family that they hadn't been doing in a long time. And you may decide that you actually like the fact that that little Timmy knows how to tie his shoe now because you spent a month with him teaching him how to tie his shoe. Or Sally can ride her bike down the sidewalk now without training wheels because you were here to it. Because there's a lot of people that missed out on a lot of stuff and they didn't appreciate it. And so just remember. The next thing she said, create and generate. So create and generate, and your money needs to have an assignment. Mm-hmm. So assignment, that's the budget side of me, but the create and generate. I want you to think about what Delshawn said. Sorry, I'm all over the place.
You're fine.
Notebook paper out and write down everything you know. I mean, I want you to write down even the most minuscule thing in the world, because somewhere somebody is looking for help with their special needs child to teach them how to tie a shoe. Mm-hmm. That therapist cannot come to the house, but maybe you explained it to your daughter or your son so well that you created a YouTube video that parents that are not getting OT right now would love to have that YouTube video up so that they can teach their special needs child how to tie a shoe. Mm-hmm. I'm serious about this. I'm really serious. People just really do not have, they don't understand the gifts and the blessings that they have. No. Know how to do some stuff. All of you do. Mm-hmm. Inside of you is just waiting to break free. Just waiting.
Wow. And you picked up something, and I was just when you said we all know something, you said you've been home since 2008.
2008.
With your children. You already know how to maneuver your schedule and business and come on now.
Somebody's somewhere. Now my kids still drive me crazy, and I still would love for them to be in school. I'm gonna keep it 100. I like for them to be in school right now. But the point is, I mean, we are working through our challenges every day of adjustment because, little kids, they have a hard time grasping, oh, we don't get to go to school tomorrow. But a child, I think I did a video where I talked about the fact that for the first 2 weeks, no less than 200 times a day, go to school, go to school, go to school. Mm-hmm. They're routine driven. So that's been a challenge. All right, budget. Put together. Yeah, put the budget together. Take that notebook paper, put down what you are getting. Even if you're getting unemployment, put down what you are getting on one column and put down what your bills are on the other one. Okay? Write it down. Just write it down. Even if the numbers don't match up. I got $5,000 in bills. I got $1,000 coming in. At least we know what the reality is versus ambiguous to it. Just write it down. Write it. Because then the bullet that was before that, number 2, which is create. You can get creative to try and fill the gap, expand the gap, fix the gap, change the gap, just do something with it. And then accountability, I know that Delshawn has amazing group and she offers great services. So from an accountability standpoint, definitely I'm going to punt to her, but I'm sure you got friends online, you got people that you trust, people that you respect. So, have somebody somebody that knows about finances, going over your finances with you and looking at your game plan. And I like to reverse engineer stuff. So I'm going to go back to you got $1,000 coming in unemployment and you got $5,000 in bills. So your gap there is $4,000 every single month, whatever it happens to be. Start going through that $4,000 and get rid of the wants. Go straight to the needs. Cut the wants, keep the needs. I need this. I need lights. I need water. I need shelter. All this other stuff. I'm going to have to start cutting you or go down to the lowest plan. Instead of having the premium plan, cut down to the lowest plan so that way you can have some extra money. And maybe that $5,000 ends up going down to about $3,200. Mm-hmm. Only got a $2,200 gap every single month. Now, what creative things could you do to fill that $2,200 gap? Okay. So definitely check out the video on this channel because we went through a boatload of jobs. Like we talked about Instacart and Shipt, and we talked about the Amazon house. We talked about being an online VA. We talked about learning how to sell e-commerce, which is what my thing is. We talked about a boatload of stuff. So go and check that out because there are so many companies that have opportunity for either you to do business with them or to get on their platform and be a freelancer. Maybe you love taking photos. People don't even know they can get paid to take photos of stuff. Just go out. Right now, we got the blue bonnets in Texas. Go out into some blue bonnet pictures. People will buy those things. Getty Images, they make boatloads of money off of, you have to buy Getty Images. Sometimes they're $200, $300. It's an image. Okay, so get paid for what you do or what your passion is. Now I'm moving on to number 3 was budget, accountability, and then speak life. So definitely speak life into your situation. You're only passing through. You might be on the ocean right now. You just passing through. You on your way to the next island. It's okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I'm not saying it's not going to be painful. I'm not saying it's not going to be rough. I'm not saying any of that. You're going to have to pray your way through it and trust that your God is huge. Your God is big. Okay? Mm-hmm. And step into that. Believe. So I just stole all of Delshawn's time.
You're fine. That's fine because it's all about repetition to hear it again. Hear it again. And so what I don't want anybody to leave this broadcast and not take action. We gave you 5 things. If you can't do all 5, you can do 1. Especially number 1, get clear vision. Get clear vision because when you have that clear vision, when we hit down to 5, you're going to say, you know what? This is just passing by because I know where I'm headed.
That's right.
You do all 5, do 1. Just do 1. But don't leave this broadcast and leave tonight and not do 1 of the 5. Or going back to watching the videos that Nicole have mentioned is important. We got to get our house in order, and the time is now while we got the time.
Yes. Get some life insurance, please, y'all. Get some life insurance. I'm not playing when I say, I may have chuckled, but there's just a lot of things that people don't think that they need right now. So people start cutting. Don't cut the life insurance.
Mm-mm.
Don't
If
cut it.
if you shave $5 off, if groceries normally $200, and you say, you know what, we're going to go down to 240. I mean, 190. That's $10. If you shave $10 off some of those expenses, you have an extra what 50, 60, $70 for life insurance.
Yeah. Make sure you have some life insurance. You know,
Please.
be able to get health insurance, but make sure you have some life insurance, especially if you have kids. Find it somewhere in your budget. So definitely, write out all your expenses and write your income and start labeling. This is a need. This is a want. This is a need. This is a want. This is a dream. This is a need. This is a want. Okay, and just you got to start trimming the fat. Trim the fat.
Amen.
Let Delshawn talk for 2 minutes about her program. And I want you guys to know that we are coming back on Friday and we're going to talk about your business. So this was all about personal finance. Somebody somewhere needed to hear this. So share this out, tag it. I don't care. Share it to whoever. Let them know, that they're probably stressing out. They're probably frustrated and anxious. And we want them to know that, we care about you and we want you to know that you don't have to be stressed out about it. Let's find a way to help each other. There are resources out there, programs out there that can help you in your financial situation. Churches have been stepping up like crazy. Food banks, people have been given food banks and everything. So I will tell you, I am that woman. I am that single mom that I struggled financially for a very long time. And I've gone to food banks. I've had to have churches help pay my mortgage. I've had to have somebody help me with my finances. Seriously, I've had to. Even while I was making money, I had to get help because I wasn't making enough to cover whatever needed to be covered that month. And it's okay to receive help. It's okay. Sometimes things happen.
Amen.
Things happen and you just don't expect them. And so if somebody has to help you, again, this is only a season. You are passing through. You're not staying here all day. You ain't staying here all year. You ain't staying here 5, 10 years from now.
Mm-mm.
Passing through. And there's nothing wrong with us lifting each other up and offering a helping hand. So if you need the help, it's okay to receive the help. There is nothing wrong with that. We are doing this again on Friday at 7 o'clock. We're going to talk about your business. So write out your business stuff, everything, your subscriptions you got to run your e-commerce business or whatever type of online business whatever memberships you're in. I want you to write everything down so you come prepared to talk about business. Then I'm going to be quiet now and let Miss Delshawn talk and share about her programs and share about, how she can help you.
Oh my goodness. Again, Nicole, thank you for inviting me. I don't take it for granted at all when somebody asks me to come and speak to their tribe. And so we're in it together. Definitely, you guys, please listen to Nicole. Don't let pride stop you from getting the help that you need. Do not let pride stop you from getting, your needs met. And so again, my tribe is money controller. So definitely you can come over there. I know you're probably in a lot of Facebook group, but we there's no judgment. So if you need extra accountability, as a free group. All you have to do is hashtag money controller in the Facebook group. Also, there's a thing that you need to go over to my website, Hayes Financial Coaching. That's HAYES financialcoaching.com. I want you to download a free financial toolkit. And what this is, it is a list of things that you need to have in order if something happens to you. And so again, Nicole's talking about life insurance. So there you go. I got my life insurance. I'm a single mother as well. Well, I got a 28, soon to be 29-year-old millennial. And so I only have the one child. And so if something happens to me, he needs to know where everything is at. He needs to know where the mortgage at, my life insurance, my bank statements, and all that good stuff. So this is your checklist, even through military, if you're a military. And so my one friend who is amazing, a home biz tax lady, Lysandra Everett, I'm going to kudos to her who helped build this. And so definitely you want to get that at HayesFinancialCoaching.com. And the last one is definitely reach out if you need some more tools. This is an easy reader. My book is on Amazon. It's 5 Easy Steps. I don't even know where's it at. Was the camera? 5 Easy Steps to take control of your money one step at a time. And Nicole has the link to grab that. And so it is a workbook as well. So this is just something that you're going to read. You got a journal in it. I mean, it's some action steps. So it's just not just an average, I'm going to read it. No, you got to do some work, because I believe that anything that I share with you, you got to take action. You got to do the work. And so those are 3 things. Go to hayesfinancialcoaching.com, download the financial toolkit. This is a great time to get your house in order while we're at home, and definitely invite you over to the Money Control group, where we spend with attention and we save on purpose. That's all I have.
Okay. Well, I am glad that you and I got to connect. I'm glad that you came out and spoke to the team. Definitely check out all of our stuff. Listen to the replay. If you're catching us, put hashtag replay in the comments, and definitely go check out all of Delshawn's Facebook groups. Check out her book, because her book is up in the link, and download her freebie. She's coming back on Friday. We are going to talk about your business. So again, if we are self-employed, those of us who are self-employed, we make sure our house is in order. I'm gonna see if I can get Lysandra. Maybe next week we're gonna talk about taxes again. But let's get your house in order with your business, and that way you can, survive through this interesting. Right. And even if you don't survive, that's okay. You have a skill. You can go do something else. You can go rebuild it. You can go rebuild. Get new Legos.
I like that. Get new Legos. I'm gonna write down techie, like get new Legos.
So use your existing Legos and build something else, because that's the great thing about Legos. You can use Legos to build anything, and that is the one thing that people do not get. It's like, oh, well, I can build anything I want to now. Yes, you can.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
All right. Well, we will talk with you guys later. Thank you so much. I am so appreciative of you. And we'll you all, please share this out to someone that you know is struggling right now. And we'll see you on Friday.
All right. Bye.